everyone, welcome back. This is Cole Hatter back again with Recettear and Item Shop's Tale. We went over all of the mumbo jumbo last time and I did a lot of talking. So, let's see what we got here. Store atmosphere, super basic, as we left off. Merchant level, we went through all of this, starting level. Those are all the tiered lectures, we don't want to do that. Alright, so we're at the beginning of day 3. Let's sell some stuff. See Louis here. Let's buy the shitty sword. Now Louis' budget is really low because as we've established, he's poor. So let's try this. Awesome. And these little girls are awful. Their budget's big, but they don't want to sell anything. Or they don't want to buy anything. So... oh, proving me wrong. I don't know why this old man's buying this magical stuff. Ooh. Oh, we just leveled up. Tier will probably give us another lecture. Yep, I was right. Well then, we seem to have developed a basic understanding of how to sell things to people and not drive them to burn the shop in anger. Yepperoni, easy as pie. Being a truly great store owner involves more than selling things, however. There are times when people want to sell items to you as well. Really? I suspect we will begin to get offers soon. But I already buy stuff from the guild and the market, so why should I worry about buying stuff from the customers? There's one major difference between a guild or market purchase. A purchase from an individual do not have set prices. In other words, you can haggle as you do when selling. Haggle down, that is. Oh, so I can get stuff really cheap? But that seems like it'd be pretty hard. Fundamentally, buying and selling are not that different. The customer shows you an item they wish to sell, and then you set a price and perhaps negotiate. Obviously, you wish to pay less than the base price of the item. Okay, so buy low, sell dear, right? Just so, the very core of a successful business. Now then, shall we practice? Oh god, more of this practicing tier. The fundamental procedure is the same as when selling. KO. Welcome to Recettear. Would you buy this from me? Okay, need to name a price lower than the base. So, press down. Come on, me, you can do this. It's recommended to sell between 40 and 7, buy it at 40 and 70%. So... it's the excellent price. Now then, let us practice haggling over the price a little. The concept is essentially the same as selling something. Now that you have offered a price you believe to be fair, adjust your offer until they agree to sell to you. Okay, let us begin then. Could you offer me a little more? I think it is worth a lot. Okay, higher offering price. 50 is usually a good way to go. Oh, it was 50. My bad. Yes, between 50 and 70 of the base is a good target. You will gain an item to sell without giving up too much money. And that is essentially how it goes. You seem to have a decent enough grasp of it. Well, let us put the theory into practice again. I will sell you several items if you buy them from me successfully. I believe you'll be ready to proceed. Well then, let us begin. Hello, welcome to Recettear. What would you be willing to pay for this? A thankful statue. This is a treasure item. Now, keynote, you can see that the difference between this screen and a buying and a selling screen, is that the buying screen has the yellow "What should I pay?" text, when the selling screen has the white "Capitalism ho." Recettear resets catchphrase. You really should pay attention to that, because I have often bought things from customers at 150% the base price because I didn't pay attention to that. So, just a word of advice. This should be good. Excellent price. Thank you so much. Once more. Just do the same thing. Walnut bread. More walnut bread. Excellent, Bryce. Thank you so much. Ever wish to practice again? Simply ask. No thanks. I think we'll get enough practice in our daily... Where are we, Tyr? We had a lame turnout last time, so I think we should go buy some more stuff. I love selling stuff. You see these things here are flashing. That means there's story-related stuff to them, so let's go check them out. Say, Tyr, you come from a finance company, right? What on earth? Yes, that is right. I work for Term Finance. Term? I'll just say Term. Term Finance. So you're employed by them, right? What's it like? No, that's not quite accurate. I was contracted to Term through another organization, thus I'm not really an employee per se. Oh, so you're just contracted. I'm surprised you seem so... It's not that surprising. Almost all fairies in human society belong to a very specific contract agency. There are, of course, a few free agent fairies out there as well, and so that's how it works. Yes, to tell the truth, it can be difficult for fairies to find employment in human society, so the agents were founded quite an age ago in order to help facilitate fairy livelihoods. That's amazing. Quite. And that's it. That's all that's it. Try the town square. It's probably gonna be Louis being poor. Oh, nope. I love to be able to relax in the plaza like this. You never seem to have any trouble relaxing when we're not at the plaza. Well, it's healthy, right? Yeah. It's recommended to do those things because it moves the story along. That's too expensive. Thankful statue, we'll get enough of those. Not falling for that sandal trick again. Alright, we can't do much here, so let's go to the Merchants Guild. See if we can buy... Oh, that's too much. Rusty dagger. Get another focus thing. Oh, we can't afford anything. We're too poor. Can't even afford a hat. Alright, so I guess we'll just have to deal with being basic. Alright. Oh. Holy cow, it's late. Time seemed to fly by today. Speaking of time, I plan on doing some mild scheduling management for you from now on to ensure you are working in an effective manner to pay back the debt. Schedule management? Oh, here it explains it. Quite, first, I have broken up the day into 4 time periods: morning, afternoon, evening, and night. What you can do and how much you can do depends on the time of day. Yeah, the clock's been broken up into 4 areas. Think of a part as each slice of time, or a cheese wedge. Trivial Pursuit cheese wedge. Slice like a pie. Indeed, I thought it would be able to keep your attention if I made it rather similar to some sort of sweet food. So there's a morning slice, the afternoon, I'm getting hungry, ahem, anyway. Now to explain in detail. Oh, Tyr loves to explain things in detail. Generally, you can only act between morning and night. When night ends, you need to go to bed. Trying to run a shop while sleep-deprived is unpleasant, so I'll close up when it gets late. So you essentially have 2 options for each slice. You can open the store for a time or go about town on business. You cannot do both at once, so decide in advance what you need to do. To be clear, opening the shop will consume a slice, and returning to the store after going out, regardless of what you actually do, will also consume a slice. But what if I go to, like, the plaza and then the chapel, like we just did? You can get around town easily enough to avoid consuming a slice with each move. Only when you return to the store will the clock advance. So in that case, I should do a lot when I leave the shop. Yes, that is a good attitude to take. Now, there's another vital element: leaving town altogether. Visiting a dungeon will consume 2 slices, no matter what. It will? It takes that long? If I go in the morning, I'll get back in the evening? That is precisely how it works. Thus, you can only leave for a dungeon at an early point in the day. If it is night, or you have done something else that evening, Oh, missed that. 'Cause if I do, I'd get back real late, right? Exactly. Not only would you annoy your adventurer companions with staying out so late, you would also be dead on your feet the next day after returning. Man, this is a lot to wrap my head around, and it's a lot to talk about, too. You'll get used to it, I'm sure. Before you know it, you'll be thinking about it naturally. You think so? Perhaps it helps that you'll always be able to see how much time a particular action will consume. Simply pay attention to the clock. That is everything. If you ever want to go over this again, simply ask me when we are in the shop. I'll be glad to go over it as often as you need. Pie K. More pie. She loves pie. Another rusty dagger, another focus staff. Let's put one of those there. Actually, let's put a slime. Just to see what people think of us. She goes around the store a lot. Still basic. How about a chestnut? Instead of a muffler, excuse me. Put another slime. No. Oh, she goes in like awkward places like that. Okay, plain with the slightest bit of darkness. Alright, this guy. Yay. I just bought this from you. Like, not like an hour ago. Man wants to buy a sword. Alright, good price. Woohoo, make it bang. We need $10,000 in a week to pay back this debt. Oh, that's way too much. Alright. I'm starting everything off lower than 120%. Oh god, this girl. She wants an apple. How much are you willing to pay for this apple, little girl? Alright, only that much. Leveled up again. Let's see what tier will blabber in our ear about now. Ah, you seem more or less used to running the basics of an item shop. Hee hee, you think so? There's one other matter, however. You cannot always be certain that a customer will know what they want when they come in. What? What do you mean? Well, they may come in thinking, what should I make for dinner? What would be a good weapon? And so forth. They will not be quite sure what exactly they wish to purchase when they come through our door. In such a case, we must provide them with advice to help them decide. Wait, how could I do? Many customers will simply give up if they do not find something suitable for their needs on our counters. Others, however, will realize that we may have reserved stock, and will inquire as to whether or not we have something they seek. That is when you may suggest an item you think they would like. In a sense, it is the ultimate chance to show your skill as an item shopkeeper. If you know what someone desires, you will very likely impress them and cause them to return. Yeek, no pressure then, none at all. Well, let us give it a little practice, shall we? More practice! There's no difference than a normal sale, really, beyond the fact that you must choose the item to sell yourself. This is the opportunity to make the most money. Or to get rid of crap that you can't get rid of otherwise. Welcome! I would like a sword, please. So, anything as long as it's a sword. Ultimately, you must pick something the person would like. By the way, if I may give you a little advice, if you sell weapons and armor to your adventurer friends, they will equip the items you sell them. Meaning, of course, that if you sell items to them, then we do not need to lend them any items at the start of a dungeon excursion. And we'll be able to bring back more items for our own use, even if an adventurer must retreat while in a dungeon. The equipment is not lost since it's in their possession, so selling better equipment to our adventuring friends is a good idea, even if you must undersell it to them a little. Accessories work the same way, so think carefully about who you sell what to and what effect it may have on their performance. It gives a little, if say you're selling something to Louis, a little window will appear in the top right corner with the stats of what he has compared to what he's about to buy. And sometimes they don't always sell things better than buy things better than what they currently have. So, yeah. Whoa, I hope I can keep track of this. If you look at the details of an item when selling one to our adventuring friends, you can also check what the person currently has. Yeah, exactly. What they currently have. Now then, we should continue. Firmification. I would like a sword, please. It's at this moment when you would pick the most expensive. Well, once again, let us put the whole thing into practice. I'll ask for an item. Sell me what I ask for and you will pass. Let us begin. Woohoo!